You are now tuned in to episode 3 of volume 2 of 306 Late. To my right, I have two ladies shaking up the fashion scene. They are Banna and Shelby of Glazed NYC. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us.
I would toast y'all, but I only made 2 mugs, so
We'll toast.
We'll toast to the viewers.
happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Fashion Week.
Happy
Yes.
Fashion Week.
Glazed NYC, I mean, how did you guys, first of all, how did you guys meet?
So Shelby and I were actually in college together in entrepreneurship class, funny enough.
We did the only 2 black girls in it.
Probably, honestly, yeah. That's probably why we became friends. I just remember her having really laid weave and just being like,
Yes, laid weave.
She looks great.
We were kind of friends automatically, like before we met.
Instantly,
Yeah.
instant connection.
It just happened.
So then, how did a compliment and a friendship turn into a business?
Well, definitely started as friendship, and then I think, what do they say? Like, the mother of necessity is basically we needed to develop this because it came out of need.
So you were like getting ready to go out one night and you needed a hat and you said, "Fuck, I don't have any hat I want to wear," and like that was it.
Well, I mean, we were more focused on functionality at that time because it was about 3 years ago. It was so cold and we just felt kind of frumpy and not really like able to express ourselves through our style because it was so cold. And we felt like there was a big disconnect between like feeling glamorous and being actually, warm and having like
feeling good,
functionality.
yeah. The quote is,
In terms
necessity is the mother of invention. That's
There
what I was
you
thinking.
Came back with it.
Circle back.
Don't give up on that.
Yes, I had to.
So what was the first product you guys like came together on?
As funny as it sounds, but it's going to come back, is ski masks. That was our first product. We had about 3 different ski masks. The first one had fur around the trim. The second had crystals. Then we had one with the mouth open, but that was bad timing, to be honest. It kind of came like ahead of its time, and now we see like ski masks on the runway, and it's kind of coming back. And we're plotting, but
A set it off moment.
that's where it started.
Yeah, I mean that we were kind of just testing the market at that point and seeing like how people would react to things we thought were cool or and especially functional. And I think we kind of just like experimented, and we really actually have like a massive book of designs that Shelby's done of things we want to make eventually, and just trying to find the right timing for it all.
Yeah.
I was attracted to Glaze because I think like the imaging is, I told you earlier, familiar but really updated.
Yeah.
I mean, was that research that's natural? I mean, I feel like it seems like it's an effortless execution.
Thank you. Wow. Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, really, it doesn't feel like. It doesn't seem like you're like. I mean, people obviously you research, you have mood boards, even your Instagram. It's like it feels very succinct and very tight.
Yeah.
What was that process like? Just sitting down and just like coming, texting photos to each other. Like what's.
Well, so I think we both were kind of on the same page about what we found interesting and inspirational, and we felt like there was this stigma behind sharing your inspiration, and within the fashion industry especially. I feel like people kind of at that point at least were shying from really sharing what inspires them, and we really just love history as well, and I feel like there's a lot of history behind fashion, especially Black fashion, and having like that understanding of it. I think then you can kind of create more and innovate through that knowledge
And bring it to the forefront and just like be open with our references.
Yeah, I mean, it feels really, even the one photo, I think that when I realized, I was like, oh, you guys really know what you're selling. You know what I mean? It wasn't just about a hat or a beret. Like the photo of the group shot. I was like, damn.
Thank you.
Okay. I was like, they got it.
Aww.
They really got it. I mean, even the representation, like you said, of Black people, Black glamour. You guys, I see you, like I said, making waves in the fashion and getting press and stuff. Like, what's the reception been like? Was it hard? Were people a little skeptical? How's the reception been like on like the real, I guess, in the fashion industry from you guys?
I think that when we came out with the ski masks, like we said, it was a little early, but the beret collection definitely was like the most positive reflection of our brand, because I think with the berets we were able to really like show what Glazed NYC was all about through styling and the photography. So once we got the perfect images of the berets, it took off. I really think that we could thank photography and Tyra at
Shout out Tyra,
because she really like nailed our first like major shoot that really put us on the map. And we had interviewed She's Vague, one of our favorite Instagrams for inspiration, and a Vogue writer actually saw that interview, and then she reached out to us and wanted to interview us, and so Vogue wrote an article on us, and that pretty much put us on the map. At the time we had like less than 1,000 followers, so I still can't believe to this day that they would even want to write about a brand that has like, I think they have like 700 followers.
Yeah. But I think when you see, I guess you see something that has substance, because there's a lot of bullshit out there. And, I think when you see something that's in its nascent stages, you can, real recognize real. You know what I mean? You see a good thing.
That line.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, berets. I mean, how did you get to the point where you're like, what, berets I think is what's going to pop off us?
It was
mastermind.
a literal like that's so Raven moment vision to me.
Actually,
like everything stopped,
and it made so much sense.
And it made sense, and we both saw it clearly, like years ago, like literally like 2.5 years ago. And it's so funny because we both see so many articles now talking about berets, and we've been feeling this way for like years.
Yeah.
And we have to remember that it's like new to so many people because we've been like on it for so long, but it literally just came to me. I think it was a blessing from God. Like he really placed it on my heart, because I was like praying, like what do we need to do? I knew that there was like a product that was needed, and it really just came to me, and then we just expanded it in different fabrics and textures, and it just made sense, and it just came together beautifully.
And I think we're still, staying true to the original idea behind the accessories, which is functionality, because all of our pieces, the berets are aligned with satin, so it protects your hair.
It's like a nighttime bonnet for the sisters.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
You could wear it to sleep. Yes, beautiful.
That's really thoughtful for your...
Yeah, because we don't want it to like
ruin
your hair.
Bonnet.
Yeah, I mean, every beret I've had before that has been wool, and it's always messed up my curls.
That'll snatch up your fucking edges.
Yeah.
Manufacturers.
Yeah.
Satin.
So we have black hair in mind at all times.
As you should with your hair.
Yeah.
But then also the bob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob is essential.
Well, we're going to actually, you have a model here.
Yes.
Because it's Fashion Week.
Yep.
And we about to see a model of these. I'm wearing the Beverly Peel.
I'm wearing the Tina beret named after Tina Turner.
I'm wearing the Danielle beret named after Danielle Luna.
And we have our model here, Naomi, who's going to model a few of the berets for us. What is Naomi wearing?
She's wearing an unreleased piece. Actually, it is the Naomi beret named after Naomi Campbell, who's one of our biggest sources of inspiration, especially in the 90s and 80s.
Exclusive, not even out yet.
Nope.
Dropping soon. When is this one coming out?
This month.
This month?
Soon.
February?
Yep.
Okay. So give me a bit of information about how Naomi Campbell inspired this beret.
So she did this really iconic, she did a lot of campaigns with Alaya.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Alaya. But yeah, so she did a really iconic shoot with him in a full cheetah look, and that's always just been like a photo we've referenced in our research. So, and actually it was crazy, we had just made the beret, and then Alaya passed away, so we felt like it was we had to kind of like pay homage to him as well. Yeah.
So where did the idea of naming the berets after iconic black women come from?
So we have always, like I said earlier, we love to correlate history to what we're doing, because it is so deeply tied to our sources of inspiration, and we want to pay homage to women who really have inspired us and the people who've come before us to express themselves, especially through their style. Yeah.
And really take risks.
Yeah.
And what's Naomi wearing now?
Now she's wearing the Grace beret, named after Grace Jones, who's obviously one of the biggest trailblazers in the fashion industry. Totally ahead of her time, totally known for taking risks in fashion and just like being herself completely and just being
unapologetically you. Yeah. And that's something we want to implement in our ethos as well, and have people feel like they can really express themselves and be themselves through accessories. And it's such a minor thing, you know, accessories, but it really is like, you know, the glaze, you know, the cherry on top of what we're doing.
That's what the name means, glaze.
Yeah.
Everybody can't wear a hat. I think it takes you have to have, I think, confidence.
Yeah, for sure.
Confidence to wear a hat.
I think we've noticed that as well. We know it's not for everybody, but we like to push people to really, you know, explore their boundaries and, you know, try new things. Because I really wasn't much of a hat girl until I tried to experiment with different hairstyles, and, you know, I feel like you can always kind of figure out what works for you.
And what is Naomi wearing now?
This is the Josephine beret after Josephine Baker.
Another person that really didn't stand for, you know, falling back because she was a woman, let alone a woman of color. On our Instagram, we have kind of like fun facts and quotes and different things pertaining to these women that have inspired our collection. What we wrote about Josephine Baker is that she actually refused to perform for segregated audiences, and she kind of
set that tone.
Yeah, and especially in Las Vegas, like she was you know, everyone wanted to come see her, and she wouldn't.
And I think that's like a big thing, because a lot of people will kind of like do things for money, but it just shows that she was really standing her ground in that sense. Because it's probably hard enough for her to be on stage, let alone to say who she will perform in front of or not. So that's like huge, and that's what we really believe in. Yeah. Is like taking a stand in what you believe in.
Yeah, these are, I mean, it's very thoughtful, I think, but also like sliding a bit of history in.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, I feel like a lot of us don't really even know what we're partaking in terms of like our dress, our, you know, things we're saying. There's a lot of history behind everything we do, and I feel like we have to kind of spend time exploring that, or else it's, you know, you don't really understand fully what you're doing. And we have now, in this age of social media and the internet and all of these things, it's kind of like this information is there, so we have to really, I feel like we have to
we have to appreciate it and like just pay our respects in a sense to what we are referencing and bringing to light. And this is like throughout the year, like we always celebrate, and we want to continue celebrating.
It's not just a month.
Yeah, it's not just a month. Like we had these names before Black History Month.
Yeah.
Oh wait, 365.
And last but not least, very militant, the black leather.
This is the Simone beret. This is actually our bestseller. She really put us on the map because she was actually on our Vogue article. Was the Simone beret, and it's just, we offer actually both options. You could do genuine leather or faux leather, and this is after Nina Simone, and I'm sure we all have been affected by her in some way, her music, and she's just amazing, and I love that we could actually honor her.
Yeah, but you know, women who really, you know, they had a lot to lose because of their stature and the part that they played in society, but they still decided to, you know, trailblaze and look out for the generations below them. So
they were really looking out for everyone, and I think that's like huge, especially with Black women. I feel like we look out for everyone. Like, it's not just Black people, we want everyone to be on an equal note. So that's
because Black women,
because of
we've been doing this for a long time. Well, thank you guys. I think it's a beautiful way to pay homage to the women who have inspired you. But, you know, so happy to have you guys here.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Cheers. Thank you. Thanks, Naomi.
Thank you, Naomi, for coming. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Dang it!
Oh, my mom called.